Hey guys, we're back, and I've had some thoughts today. It's gonna sound kind of silly. I hope you guys have a laugh with it. But um, as we get older, we all tend to feel that we have to act a certain way or be a certain way from what society has told us, right? I mean, granted, we are not teens anymore, and I posted not too long ago. I posted a few videos of me playing basketball with a couple of guys, and we definitely loved the activity, but we know we're not what we once were when we were younger. You had the energy, the vibrance, the resilience, resistance that you're not. You can play for hours and not be tired. We played for an hour, and granted, next day we felt it. We all felt it. That being said, I think we kind of lose the kids in us, the creativity, the aliveness, the curiosity, the the curiosity of going out there and exploring new things and discovering new things about yourself that you never knew that were there because you were scared of taking a different route or taking a different as basic as going somewhere you haven't been before, visiting a part of the neighborhood you haven't been there, a park that you haven't been to, an area that you haven't been to that you never explored. Um, I've been trying to do this in the last couple of days, and I've been noticing that your mind kind of explores very. Your mind likes to explore. It's something that we love to do. We explore every day. Think about it, your imagination. We think about things every single day that we're not at the moment currently experiencing, but we're thinking about things that we imagine. You might be thinking about. You might want to take a trip somewhere. You might want to have a certain type of thing that you haven't gotten yet. So you think about and you imagine about these things. You imagine things in your mind first and foremost, and then you kind of just let it go. You forget about it, and there's a reason why I think we imagine these things. There's a reason why it comes up in us. What I imagine about what my imagination has, I cannot compare to somebody else. Everybody has their own imagination, right? And that being said, is the reason why I think we get lost in trying to make people see things that you're imagining, but you're imagining, not them. So, that being said, it's something that we must take action on ourselves. We are the ones that um, really, really control our imagination. And that being said, we are the ones that also are able to act upon it or just think that it's not, not no big deal. Lately, I've been realizing that a lot of my imagination, all the things that I've been imagining, I've been acting upon it in some sort of way. Whether it be putting, making YouTube videos, the podcast, editing certain things, just really trying things out. It's all in my imagination. We don't know what the outcome's gonna be. We don't really know what might come from all of this, but it's just something that I've been seeing in my imagination. So I think we all have an imagination. We all have something that we imagine. The smallest of things to the biggest, grandiose dreams that nobody can even fathom, but nobody can even think about because they're not you. So I think what I've been noticing, and this comes from all my books that I've read, and I was listening to Wayne Dyer, of course. All those that know me, I love Wayne Dyer. Today, I'm listening to one of his books, audiobooks, and he's stating that the most powerful thing that we have is our imagination. And I think as we get older, we kind of forget about it. We kind of don't really honor it. We don't really respect it. We don't really trust it. We don't even think it's possible that we can imagine certain things that are not even here. That we can imagine them and they can come to fruition by just us imagining, having an imagination about it and actually acting upon the imagination. So you can imagine all you want. Certain things, I think if you stay focused on imagination, certain things start to connect to manifest whatever it is that you're imagining. But if you kind of, I think, just take the imagination or whatever it is, the thought, the idea, and you kind of just bury it because you don't think it's ever be possible, then I think right there you're hindering yourself. You're kind of just throwing it away. As kids, we would imagine things and we wouldn't stop until we were able to find out what it's about or discover this, discover that, but we would never really let it really go away. Like, you imagine something, you went there. You like, I know when I was younger, we always wanted to visit different neighborhoods in our bikes. So we rode bike in the neighborhood. Great. We knew all the places, all the alleys, all the hidden spots, as we would say, and we knew the area pretty well. After a while, it got redundant. We knew where to go. We rode bike here and there. We didn't see much. So what we would do, we would explore. We would go in different neighborhoods. We would ride bike a little bit further out. We would discover different parks, different parts. Some parts would be shady, and we would probably have to ride somewhere else. Some parts would be beautiful. Some parts would be extravagant compared to what we lived at in our neighborhoods. So we learned a lot on a daily basis by just riding bike in certain neighborhoods, in certain areas. We knew what was like nicer areas. We knew the areas we gotta be careful. We knew different. We learned so much as young teens. It was that basic simplicity of that, just doing that. So I'm using that, I think, on as far as on my new awareness on just like when I discover something, I have an incline to it, I go the extra step. I do the research. I educate myself in a little bit more, on different areas that I really want to know and learn. So that within itself is knowledge at your hand. Especially nowadays with technology, we have so much in our hands that we don't even understand it. But I feel that feeling of exploration and imagination is something that we should cultivate a lot more and not just let it be for kids. We as adults do need to have some exploration, some sense of exploration and imagination. And I think that keeps us young, keeps us alive, and I wouldn't trade it for the world. So thank you guys for joining me. If you guys are loving this, please check out my podcast. Check out my Instagram if you guys can, at AnthonyPresida as well. So I'll see you guys next time. Peace.